a podcast where you don't need an invite to join the conversation. Welcome to Add Me to the Group Chat. That's Lassie.
Yes. Is that Lassie? I don't think so.
That's
That is not Lassie, girl.
Yes, funny because, my nephew, which is Alan's nephew, of course, but he was texting him. He was like, see you in the morning. And he texted back, bet. Alan was pondering that.
To see, like, when I can get an appointment. Do you have anything this week? She said she didn't have anything, and we're just kind of back and forth. But it was a very slow response time.
When I looked back at the video I posted, I was like,
my skin looks so good.
And now I was just looking at our outfits.
My outfit is so sad.
She's going to buy, that's really nice. That's cool. You don't have to do that. She's like, give it to me. I don't buy it. So she buys it. And then she's like, you're not getting it until Christmas. I was like, what the crap is wrong with you? Whatever. What are you looking at my hand for? I can feel or see when you're looking at something that is not my eyeballs. Normally people look at my chins, but you're looking at my hand. What's my hand doing? What's happening?
First of all, I've never laughed this much on a podcast. You don't know what we're talking about? Oh, I don't like that.
I'm going to keep this by my side because I just don't want any accidents, just feel like my audio's been a little. That's why producers are really good because they're on that side, and if something glitches,
they're there.
They're fixing it.
Mm-hmm.
When you're I can't do everything at one time. Hello.
All right, well, that's the next phase. These people.
So sorry, guys.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Need to be watching.
Oh my goodness.
Needs to be watching this podcast and sharing it so that next year we can afford a studio.
Facts. Studio.
Studio with an engineer. Let me just tell you what I want to do. Basically what I do now.
Yeah, tell me.
I want to do exactly what I do now.
But
I want it to be easier for you. I want to come into the room. I want the room to be set up. I want to sit down. First of all, I do want somebody to make my tea, though. And then I want to do whatever videos we're going to do, however many podcasts we're going to do. And then I want to get up and walk away.
Yeah, it's really annoying.
It's what I do now, but I want it for you also.
Am I close enough?
Normally
the mic is very close to me, and I feel like I'm far away.
Well, I can hear you. Can you hear yourself?
I mean, I hear myself. Trooper did that the other day. Just let him. As long as he doesn't knock the camera over, we'll be good. In the middle of the night, it was about 4:30, he found a piece of tape that the kids had in the bedroom, and he was just knocking it around. Trooper, get down.
Yeah, what's interesting is that you lock the human beings out of the house, out of the studio area.
And the cat's just...
You looking at me for what? Yes, I'm talking about y'all. Y'all should see how this cat just turned, almost broke his neck looking at me. And you let these animals roam free while we're recording.
Hard part for... Normally, like if I do it on a Thursday, they're always in their condo all Thursday because the girls come and clean, and then Angel's always doing something in the kitchen. So the animals need to be up. Like everything's been cleaned. Now everybody can do their thing. Or if I'm making products that day, they're up. But like this morning, it's hard to find them.
It wasn't hard to find them. They were just in there having a riot.
You're like, they're right here.
Yeah, what are you talking about? They were all together. I had to fight one to get hot water this morning.
Well... He's fine. He seems okay.
For now. We'll see.
I hope that he doesn't do anything. I mean, he's probably shaking the table. The camera's probably has some vibrations, but it's fine. Courage came in this morning and thank you for my Christmas present.
I took a psychology class in college.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's the craziest teacher I ever had. And he was the only teacher I ever had that said he would count you present if you came in, even if it was like 30 seconds before the class was over. Because he said, better late than not at all.
That's true.
Yeah. Better late than never.
Is this what you want to say to me?
So that's what I want to say to you. Better late than not at all.
What was his name?
I don't remember. He was a...
Thanks, Professor.
He was a weird-looking guy.
Ugh.
I mean, he looked like he taught psychology. I don't know what that means. You know what? Don't y'all email us about nothing.
Yeah, I'm going to cut that clip. You're like, psychology professors always look weird.
He just looked. It was a good class, though.
Sometimes I think that people are so smart, that they are just so intelligent, that they just think What does my physical appearance have to do with it? My
Yeah.
brain is
Yes.
like the most insane thing that I have to offer. Like, that's it.
He
Who cares?
totally could be a genius. If there
He
was a
probably
movie,
is.
if there was a movie and he was like, there was a character, yeah, he looked like a movie character.
That's crazy. I sent you a reel last night of this little boy, and the mom was singing. She has a magical voice. I've never seen her on my feed. It's crazy how people pop up, and I'm like,
Yes.
I've never seen them before. She had like 52,000, I think, followers. I'm like, where's she been all this time?
Yes.
You know? But he looked like, you know, the movie, Talk About Bruno. No. What's that movie?
Encanto.
Is it Encanto?
He doesn't know. And then you do it all the time. And then I give you an answer, and then you're like, oh, I don't think so. It's so annoying.
Because I'm like, is that what it is?
Yes, it's Encanto.
Okay.
We don't talk about Bruno.
But you know how his eyes, Bruno's eyes,
Yes.
was it Bruno?
It wasn't
on there?
Bruno. No, it was Bruno was the uncle that they didn't talk about. He was the one that lived in the walls.
Who was the one with the big old eyeballs?
The little boy, I don't know. I don't even have small children, but
well,
I do know that song.
That little
And
boy
I've seen the
looked
movie.
like that little boy, and she was like, I gave birth to, and like named the name and
Yes.
put the character, you know, him with. I was like, oh, he's so cute. You need to check out your DMs.
I will.
I sent you like 30 last night.
I
I
was
was like,
probably,
I thought of you 30 times and sent you those, and you thought of me.
I was
zero.
probably working.
No, you were probably booed up. It was after dinner
No,
time.
I worked last
Last
night.
night, you went back to work?
I went back to work. Yeah. I have an event this weekend. I don't know if you know that because you're not coming.
Yeah. I have all these baby showers.
But you know what? It's fine. Like, it really is fine that you're not coming. I also know that you won't be at the next live event that I host, which is also fine.
When is that? What do you mean? Why won't I be there?
Because I know what the date is and I know what you do on
Oh.
that date. Yeah, and it's just what it is.
It always happens then.
Yeah,
Then you do
and
that
it's just-
every time.
I thought about changing it. I'm like, I just cannot. Because I don't want to be thinking about this event past that day.
That's when people go, are y'all really friends?
Yeah, because of these types of things, right? But it's fine because there is someone who's never been to any of my brunches, not one, and I've done 5.
Do we want to name names?
Yeah, I don't care about naming names. Olivia Jacqueline Hayward.
Oh, gosh, you gave her whole name. People are like, oh, can Olivia come? Like, let's just name an example. Oh, can Olivia come today? And we're like, she lives in Florida. I didn't even know she moved.
Yeah.
She's like, I've been there for 2 years.
That's exactly how it is.
Yeah, no, she actually hasn't.
No, we talked about this yesterday.
Because
actually.
you started doing those
Last
after
year.
she left.
Yes.
Yeah, so it never works out that she's in town. Well, she's
Yeah.
never in town.
She never comes
It's like,
to town
it's
for
like
those
two.
things.
Yeah,
It's
she
just
could.
beneath her. You know, she does a lot of things in Tallahassee.
She does.
She's
rubbing shoulders
elbows
with the governor.
Yeah, she's at the governor's mansion. So my little bitty, she like, girl, I don't eat them sandwiches.
Oh my gosh! First of all, we give her a lot of grief, but
we do.
it's fine.
She deserves it.
She can take it.
She can.
She can take it.
First of all, and she gives it.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
She's very sassy, which is funny. People are like, "She's so sweet." Olivia's
She's sweet unless she's looking at your work, and then she's pissing in your Cheerios.
Yeah, we always ask her. Like, she's gotten to the point where she would do all of our design, which she really does a lot of courages. She
Yes.
starts it, but you edit stuff if you need to, and then she'll fix it. But, yeah, you're like, will you check that out, or will you look at that, and just let me know what you think?
Girl,
She's like,
what is this?
Yeah, she's like, that's amateur. People don't do that anymore.
Yeah, they're not even using this. What is this font? No, you gotta move that.
So
First of all, you got that attitude, and I just spent 5 hours trying to do this.
And
trying
you think
to
it looks really good.
Trying to save you some time. I'm actually trying to help you out a little bit.
now she's starting from scratch.
And now she's starting from, she just threw it away. I'm like, you know what? So I actually don't do any of my designs. I don't start them. I don't do that at all.
You know the funny thing that you do if you make something, you're like,
I'm gonna tag you.
She's like, do not tell anybody that I made that. You're like, yeah, well, you didn't have time to get it done, so.
If I need something from her and she's just so busy, I'm like, it's fine because I still need it.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to see what I can do. And then I'm going to share it. At this point, I don't have to tag her, because she's been doing design work.
People think she did it.
The assumption is going to be that she did it.
Like, oh, Olivia's really.
And I'm just going to put in the comments, Olivia, I so appreciate everything you do.
My eyes are watering. Oh my gosh.
She's like, you bet. She's always threatening to block me. It's fine.
She doesn't post anymore anyway. She's never online.
No, she's not.
If it pops up that she liked a reel, and I'm like, what the heck is she doing right now?
Yeah, she's so booked and busy.
Yeah, she doesn't have time to do it.
She does not.
But let's talk about this Christmas gift, because it really is funny. I wonder if any other friends do this, or family members. I think this could be a common thing. So we went to IKEA. It was probably back in November. It was before Thanksgiving. It was. It had, because I never go to IKEA. But we went to IKEA. Was that the date that I posted that video? I think so.
Are you okay?
I don't know. So we went to IKEA. We're shopping around, and they had the cutest little bowls. Normally, it's really hard to find cute things, but they had a beautiful. I'm like, now what does it look like? I forgot. It's been so long. But the outside of it is like a pink, like the bottom of the bowl, but inside it's white with black polka dots, and it's so cute, and it's large for serving.
Yes.
So you can put all types of things in it. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's so cute. I can use it for Thanksgiving. I can use it Christmas. All the holiday stuff is going. So I'm just getting it, and I put it in the cart, and we're going to the register. Courage is like, give me that. And I'm like, oh, well, she's going to buy it. But that's really nice. That's cool. You don't have to do that. She's like, give it to me. I don't buy it. So she buys it. And then she's like, you're not getting it until Christmas. I was like, what the crap is wrong with you? I was like fighting with you. I was like, no, give it to me right now. You're like, you're not getting it until December. I was like, I purposely am purchasing this to use it for an event.
You're fine.
Yeah, because it's May, and I've never had it until today. So I was fine. But she did a little bonus. I got some extra bowls. They're so pretty.
Yeah, well, here's the thing is I do love to give a good gift, but I don't care about dates. Like, I have the goal of getting it for your birthday. I want to get it for your birthday. I want to get it for Christmas for you. I do. That is my goal. And I'm looking. Yeah. I'm looking early on. But I don't feel pressure. The dates don't cause me any pressure at all. If I cannot think of something good to give you, I'm not giving you anything. Not for your birthday, not a baby shower, bridal shower. Like, you're not getting anything. I don't feel any pressure to come to your event with a gift in hand. I don't care what the event is. It's going to be good. It's not going to be crappy. And so I feel like, fine, you didn't get it on Christmas, but you got a lot of other stuff on Christmas. Who gave you a gift today on May 2nd? No one.
On a random day.
No one and so you were so excited. You were like, oh my gosh. So it's not like I'm intentional, but I was really looking. I looked all around after I got that one. I scanned it. I Googled. I looked on Amazon. I was looking for other dishes or pieces
I've
that
never
can go
seen
with
them
it.
like
so
that.
It wouldn't just be that one thing. I really wanted to give you like a nice gift.
Yeah.
Well, there were none to be found.
Well, you did. That was great.
Until a couple days ago.
I've just been disappointed for months.
That's all right.
Like, am I ever going to see that thing?
You're an adult. Like, for kids, I'm going to get a kid a gift. It's a kid. You can literally buy anything. It's fine. You're an adult. At your big age. Alan didn't get you anything for Christmas? Was my gift the only gift you were waiting on?
Yeah. So sad. I can serve now in summertime. We're 2 weeks from summer.
Meanwhile, you're recording this podcast. I hope Alan listens to this podcast.
He doesn't.
With the very gift that you got for Christmas. So you were actually fine.
Yeah.
That's just how I am.
Well,
I want to give you a great gift. I also think you should have an Amazon wish list all the time.
I do.
I did not see it. You did not send it to the group chat.
Do you want me to keep sending it?
Every Christmas time. Yes. Right before your birthday. Yes.
I do.
You did not this past year.
Well, maybe because I just was like, think for yourself.
No, and I did. And now that you see what happened. Now you've learned your lesson.
In May, you will get it.
I think everybody should have an Amazon gift list, like wish list.
Yeah, no,
I
it's
keep
really
one
smart.
constantly.
Yeah, it's smart.
Because people might want to buy you something.
Yeah.
And they're just like, oh, I really just want to get her something so cute right now just to appreciate her or whatever. And now they can actually get you something you want.
Yeah, true. I put a lot on my wish list.
We're gonna put our wish list in the description.
Yeah, send me something.
So if you want to get us something, and
next May,
listen. And I get all kinds of stuff on there on my list.
Randomly?
Not random, but I have little cousins And sometimes they'll tell their mom that they want to get me something. They call me Paquita. Like, oh, we want to get Paquita something, Paquita. And I know that they're my broke little friends. And so I need to put things on there that are appropriately priced.
$10.
But I still only put things on there that if it came in the mail. Supplies, pens, blow pops. Which I don't talk about a lot, but I really like blow pops.
I don't like how you're saying that.
They're so delicious. That candy, that gum. Yum, 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 yum.
Yeah, I have those Lemmy Pops, right? Those. And they're good. They don't have any gum or anything in the middle. It's just like what it is. But it is kind of satisfying sometimes when you have like a treat.
Sweet. Yes.
Yeah, because it tastes...
Oh
my gosh. You hear Timber? Who's he barking at? I feel like my animals talk to each other and they talk smack, and then he is the only one I hear. So the cats never get in trouble. He gets in trouble.
Yeah, because he's loud and he's obnoxious.
Yeah. The cats are like,
he's aggressive.
Hi, you're locked up.
He basically charged me when I got here today.
He's a lot. Someone told me he's not socialized. That's why he acts that way.
What?
I'm like, yeah, I guess I never really socialized him as a puppy. I never took him to dog parks. I never took him to the park.
Who told you that?
A dog trainer.
Do you know who I thought told you? I thought it was Dana.
Okay, let's talk about this because it's been more than a couple years.
Yes.
I think it's been like 3 or 4 years. It's been a while. But Timber was definitely overweight. And when we got him a month after we moved in here. One of Maddox's teachers had a litter of puppies. Maybe her neighbor had them, and she was like, now I'm taking care of them. Something was going on. So she posted them online. She didn't reach out to us. And I was like, oh my gosh, the cutest little black little puffball. I have to have him.
And you thought he was cute.
So cute. And she was like, I think he'll be tiny. The mom is only like 20 pounds. I think that it mated with like a chihuahua. So I was like, well, it's going to be a small breed, but it'll be weird, but it'll be fine. So we go over, we get it. Everybody's on board. The kids are small. And he grows, and he is. He's like 30 pounds or something. He's not much. He might be less than that. I don't know, but he's little. But he just has a weird demeanor. He's very sweet to like his people, which is us.
He's something.
But anybody else, he side eyes. He will snap at you.
He's Aggie.
He is Aggie. The boy said the other day, yesterday maybe, he rode with us in the car because he likes to go on car rides. They're like, he actually is a really good car rider. I was like, he is. He does nothing in the car. He doesn't want to get out. He doesn't scratch the windows. Now he puts his nose on the windows. So that's annoying because then you got little smears. But he's a good car rider. And then I park the truck. Guess what he does? He's sleeping in the back seat. He's not like, he's not all over you.
What is he not doing?
Like he's not, how most dogs are like that. Their
Yes.
face is out the window and you're like, oh, that's a lot. They're in your face driving. Now he'll get close and his breath is really bad. But he's a chill dog, not with other people. But when that German Shepherd was loose here around the house.
How'd that go?
A girl came. Well, he never saw him because we only saw him, but Timber never saw him. So it wasn't a big deal, but he was only here for like 5 days. We actually found out some news, I'll tell you. But anyways, this girl came because they were like, well, let us see if we can like bait him, put some things out. I can take my dog around your woods or whatever and see. Girl? Somebody reached out to me online and she trains dogs. And she was like, let me see. Like German Shepherds are really smart.
What?
So, yeah, she comes up. Did I never told you this?
I'm just trying to figure out, like, what are we talking about?
Let me catch you up.
I don't know what we're so the dog that I saw when I was here, this random dog that was out here, right? In the
that you saw with me when we pulled up one night. Yes.
And so you posted about it? Is that what you did?
Immediately when, I think it was like one morning, the ring always will go off, and I saw a German Shepherd in our breezeway. I thought, what the heck? I've never seen a German Shepherd anywhere. Like, if a neighbor had him, like, we'll see dogs, but they'll go back home. And so I was like, that's weird. And so I took ring footage maybe, like, the next day after he had been around, like, 24 hours. And I was like, that's really weird. So I posted a picture, and I was like, we just have this random German Shepherd that's hanging around the house. Don't know. Can anybody help me rehome him if we, whatever. He has a collar on. Maybe we can find his owner. Like, any advice, any help, whatever. What are you looking at my hand for? I can feel or see when you're looking at something that is not my eyeballs. Normally people look at my chins, but you're looking at my hand. What's my hand doing? What's happening?
First of all, I've never laughed this much on a podcast. It's your nails.
That one's
My
broke.
nails are not done, so I'm not like judging. But it's just
You saw that? Oh
I
my
got
gosh.
confused because your thumb is so long, and I thought,
Yeah.
is that thumb her real nail or is it a press on? And I thought to myself, she's still doing her nails. And I'm like, why is that one so long? It's so weird. So that's what you caught me, just trying to figure out some things.
Well, let me tell you, we're on a lot of subjects. These 3 are real, and they're like the length that I enjoy my nails.
Yes.
Those are mine. This is a press because it keeps breaking. I don't know why that nail will not get long fast enough to catch up. So it's a press. This is natural. This is natural, but it's like the length of those. So when these catch up,
Yeah, it's just weird.
and then these I'm trying to allow to catch up. These are all mine, but they're being very stubborn. But I do my own nails. I'm very proud of them.
You know, I love that for you.
I know you do.
Yeah, I'm gonna just not do my own nails. I mean, I'm not. It's not a thing. And I'm taking the rest of the year off until December.
Whoa.
I know, with no nails. I may go get a manicure.
You got to tell us about your
pedicure.
nail story, about your nail tech and what happened, because
So
that was
sad.
a horrible...
First of all, I'm still sad.
I bet you
am
are.
still sad. Let me just say that right now. I am, like, right now today, it has been since December. I am still sad.
that was December?
Yeah, because I had an event. Yeah. I'm still sad about it. And yesterday, I looked at something, and I was just so cute with my nails. And I thought, like, maybe I could just reach out to her again and be like, oh, like, can we just make up? And you can do my nails again. I don't think that I'm going to do it, but I certainly thought, oh, yes. That's how good I want to be. That even if there's some type of drama with me or whatever, right? Like, there was a little bit of a thing. It was a small thing, but we did not recover from it.
We need to talk about that. We need to talk about therapy. How, like, when you schedule appointments, like scheduling appointments, charging people, like that type of thing. Those are...
Let's talk about it right now.
Well, hang on. I want to tell you about the dog.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Tell me about the dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So
let me speed up.
So the ring. So how did this girl know this rando?
Someone commented that...
You posted it.
I posted it on my, like, personal Facebook.
Because you're trying to find who the person is.
Yeah, and I was like, if I can't, like, if I get close enough to it and I can find the owner, cool. But I might not. It might not be chipped. I can't take a German Shepherd dog. Like, you know, anyway, so I was just, like, inquiring to people that live around here. Because on my personal Facebook are a lot of people that live local, you know?
Yeah.
And so someone that I know online commented, but then she texted me. And I was like, first of all, you know, people don't really text me or call me anymore, you know. But she did, and I was like, who is this? Because she said something about the dog, and she told me who she was. And I was like, oh, my gosh, dang. And so she...
You put your number on there?
No, she knew my number. I guess it's just somebody that I've had the same number since high school. Huh. So she just was like, oh, I have Amber's number. Let me reach out to her. She said, first of all, take rehoming off of the description because legally you cannot say that unless it's been longer than 10 days about rehoming a pet.
Oh.
I was like, oh, okay, I'll take it. I mean, am I going to get locked up? It was crazy. But I was just thinking, oh, it's a dog. Let's find a home for it. You know, she was like, it's kind of like if you lost your dog, but you're still searching for it, but somebody just rehomed it and put it in their house. Do you know what I mean? She's like, yes, you can't do that.
That makes sense.
I was like, okay, so I took that off. So that was kind of her first reason of texting me. Then she was like, just give me some detail behind it. Can you call me? So I was just telling her, and I was like, okay, now it's been 3 days. He's around all night long. Like, he's not going to a house. He is walking. Every camera's picking him up all through the night. And I'm like, this is crazy. But during the day, we only see him like 2 or 3 times. So he's either sleeping somewhere, finding food, whatever. But he didn't look malnourished. Like, we knew he came from somewhere. Somebody was taking care of him. So she was like, well, I know a lot of people in the area. So she was like telling me her connections. And she was like, I do know a really great dog trainer. She knew a lot, but there was this woman in particular. And she said, if it still happens for the next few days, she is more than happy to come over with her dog because her dog picks up scents of other dogs.
What kind of dog does she have?
A golden retriever or something. And so it's a therapy type dog. And she was like
Lassie.
Yeah. Well, no, not
Was
Lassie.
Lassie a golden retriever?
No, Lassie was what is Lassie? Lassie's dang it, what are those
Google
dogs?
it.
Yeah, do you have your phone? Google.
I don't.
What kind of dog was Lassie? Oh Like, what kind of dog was that? I can see what Lassie looks like. It's a long brown hair. What kind
Is that not a golden retriever?
No, a golden retriever is like a white or a gold. What kind of dog? Yeah. What kind of dog was Lassie?
Yeah.
It's a collie. Collie. That's Lassie.
Yes. Is that Lassie? I don't think so.
That's
That is not Lassie, girl.
Yes, it is. It said Lassie in the movies.
What about in the shows? Let me see this.
Lassie.
First of all, maybe I don't know who Lassie is.
You don't. Do you see what just happened? I'm giving you information like, no, that's not right. Lassie.
No,
That is Lassie. It's a collie.
Oh my gosh. Now, what was another one where the dog got killed?
You're talking about Homeward Bound?
No, it was older than that.
That was a golden retriever.
They shot him at the end because he was rabid.
Oh, I have zero idea. That's an awful movie.
Dang it! If y'all know the movie I'm talking about, it's from like back in the day, and the dog like fights another dog or something, and it gets rabies. And then the dog is...
Are you talking about Lady and the Tramp?
The dog is killed, shot at the end.
Sad.
I thought it was...
Is it a kid movie?
I think so.
Oh my God. What's wrong with that movie? Horrible. Whoever the writer was with that was terrible ending.
Where...
Oh my gosh, my courage is doing this. So the woman comes over with her dog. She walks the woods and she's like, first of all, you have a lot of woods. It could be anywhere, which we do. And...
Old Yeller.
Oh, okay. I don't really remember.
Yeller.
What kind of dog was on that? A golden retriever?
Probably.
Google what a golden retriever looks like so you're aware that Lassie was not that.
Yeah, well, I think I was thinking of Old Yeller.
What does that dog look like?
Yeller.
Oh my gosh. First of all, the only dogs you know are the dogs you own.
Facts.
Which is...
yeah, I think this is... Oh my gosh.
What is Thor again?
Yeah, I think this is what Old Yeller is right here.
What breed is Thor?
Thor's a corgi.
Oh, yeah, corgi. Little short legs, and it's like...
And he's got a big old booty.
Yeah, shake, 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 shake. I always think of, like, the queen's dog. She had 2 corgis. I wonder who took those dogs.
Really?
When she died.
Did she have 2?
Yeah, she had 2 corgis. I've always said that to you.
Because I don't care about that.
I really love... I love, like, that whole thing. When the crown...
You were obsessed.
The crown was out. It was, like, literally my favorite. My favorite.
Oh, crap. I did it again. First of all, just...
My algorithm is going to be jacked up. It's going to be searching all these freaking dogs. So she came over and she was like, I don't know where it is, but they left me, like, canned food. They left me... a particular leash that's not like a clip-on leash. It's kind of like a hook leash. Like you just put it over their, thing and it just
over their face?
No, it's like a collar where it's almost like a rope, but you know how you can couldn't get it close enough to me. I saw it all the time. It would not come to me. It looked like it just wanted to be entertained.
Yeah.
So she left me a ball. She was like, throw a ball to it. It looked very young. So anyways, after 5 days, I saw it one morning at like 4:45 or something on my camera. And that was the 5th day it was here. And then after that was actually the day they came on the 5th day. And I was like, I haven't seen him all day. I mean, they came at like 3 or 4 in the afternoon. I was like, he hasn't been here since 4 a.m. And he went like towards the, going down the drive. And I was like, oh my gosh, maybe he got picked up by somebody. Maybe he went to the street. Because he was I even called the business in front of us. And they're like, we did see him. He passed our door a couple times, So he was just everywhere. One of the sponsors for today's video is Blush Beauty. This is my personal brand and product line. You guys, I started this product line because I was really seeking relaxation in my life. And I got to a place where I found myself at the store every single week, just going down the beauty aisles, looking for body care, looking for something like when I have 30 minutes to an hour at night and I want to do a body routine and a deep shower routine. I'm like, okay, what am I going to use? What's going to smell a certain way? I want my body to feel really smooth and hydrated and just I want the experience in the shower. I want to carry the experience outside of the shower.
And I also want to carry the experience going to bed. So I created my line Blush Beauty. Now we have everything from the whipped body butters to the body scrubs for exfoliation to a body cream, and it feels magical. And then we recently launched a bar soap. Having bar soap, I've been addicted to a soap bar, you guys, since before kids, and that's been over 12 years. I love not just any, I want it clean and natural and just simple ingredients. So when I read the ingredients, I'm like, oh, I know what that is. That is how Blush Beauty really operates. So head over to my website, which is ambermichelelykins.com. Use code AMBER at checkout to save 20% off your product or order. And really, you're going to love it. So I will tell you though, things go really fast. We do carry certain products during certain seasons. It is coming up on summertime, so the butter does not do as well shipping. So we are not going to be able to ship during the summer. So get whatever is left in stock, which is not much. So head over to ambermichelelykins.com, which is AMBERLYKINS.com. Use Amber at checkout for 20% off. Let's get back to today's episode.
Well, fast
really
forward.
Invested.
I really did, because then I was like, Pops,
Poor Pops.
I was like, if we end up getting this dog and we really cannot figure out who the owner is, would you like a really cute new dog? He was like, yeah, I'd be interested. And I was like, yes. Wow. Okay, because I can't commit to any more animals.
No,
I'm tapped out.
not going to have that. First of all, Alan is not having it.
He was out of town. I think most of the time, he's been traveling so much, and most of those days, like, he wasn't here, so I was texting him, like, things that were going on. He just takes what I say. He's like, oh, she's on it again. Like, she's going crazy. But, anyway, Pops was walking next door. Dogs are barking next door. And he's like, I'm just going to walk over there. He is very brave. He's like, I'm going to walk over there, and I'm just going to see what dog is barking. I was like, you walked or you drove? He's like, I walked. I was like, oh. He's like, it's a public street. Can walk. I was like, okay. So he went next door. And, if you don't know, like, there's a trailer park next door. Nothing with trailer parks. They are fine. Nothing with the trailer. It's fine. But the people that live over there are off their rocker.
Yeah, this particular
they are
neighborhood.
Off their rocker.
They are shooting.
Yes.
They are doing all kind. Like, it's a wild, wild west when I come to visit, actually.
It's a lot. There was a woman that Angel saw the other day when Angel walked out of her camper. She walked out and she was like, this woman was like acting bizarre. Like, she was just like grabbing stuff from the air and looking at clothes and then putting it back in a bag and pulling it back out and putting it back in a bag. She was like, it was almost like she was tripping out.
She might have been.
And then the boy said, because I always tell them, I'm like, stop going over on that side, which is very annoying to say because the kids want to play. But the kids are very nosy. So they have no awareness of, like, I'm staring at someone.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't go over there and start staring into, like, their space,
for people to be ringing your doorbell again.
Yes. Or yelling at my kids, and then I'm going to lose my freaking mind.
Yeah.
So they're like, yeah, she was staring at us, like, and I was like, oh. Stop looking at her. Walk away.
Yes.
Like, I don't know what she's doing.
You know what? Your kids are funny.
Well, Pop said, he was like, I saw that German Shepherd. I was like, you did? He said, yeah, it was on their porch. And he pointed to the particular trailer, and he's like, it was on their porch. Like, it was just ready to go inside.
Oh.
Like, that's where it lives. I was like, you know what? I bet they went out of town. They were gone.
And
they just left the dog outside. How, first of all, horrible.
Look at you.
But I guess it's not bad.
You got a
like,
whole soap opera
could you?
now.
See, cats are acting up. Could you think, though, okay, well, I'm not going to leave my dog inside, so I guess I'll leave it outside. Maybe they left food and water on their porch, but he wanted to go inside. I don't know.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I don't know either, but I know that we're different dog people than before. When I was coming up, the dog stayed outside. Like, you didn't have a dog in your house.
I asked my mom that, too. She rented for a long time before they bought where they're at now. Like, when we were younger, and I was like, why didn't, like, Petey come inside? That was our, like, dog growing up. She was like, the landlord. It wasn't me. It was a landlord. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. She was like, I wanted him in. So anytime it stormed or it was freezing, she's like, I put him inside, and he would just sit at the door, you know, and he was fine. He was a very good dog, but she was like, depending on where you lived, people wouldn't. But I also think a lot of people back in the day, it doesn't matter if they owned a place or not.
Their dog was
outside.
Yeah, I don't remember.
They were like, it's a dog.
My grandmother was the first person that I can remember right now that had a dog that was inside, and she had a Cocker Spaniel.
Are those big?
Little, cute, piss all over the place.
Oh.
Every time they have
wiry
like
hair.
they get so excited when they see a person, they just pee from excitement.
Oh, I can't stand that. I can't stand urine from freaking animals, but it happens.
Pee from excitement. I'm so excited to see you. I wet myself.
Would she notice it and clean it up right away? She would be.
Yeah.
She was like, it is what it is.
That's just what it was.
Then you commit. It's like a kid. You're like, they make a mess.
They're super cute, though. They are so freaking adorable. They really are.
And so is that why you like having your dogs inside? Because your dogs are inside and they're big.
Well, I did not have a dog like that coming up. My dog was outside when I had a dog.
Yeah.
But I married a man. And there goes that story.
Which is funny because normally it's the wife that's like, no, the pet needs to be inside. And the man's like, no, have him out.
He's, when I met him, which was a very long time ago, when I started dating him, he had a Siberian Husky.
Big.
And that Siberian Husky lived in Florida. And they kept the dog inside mostly.
Yeah.
Only let him out the backyard.
They have a lot of hair.
And hair sheds all over the place.
Wow.
Just an insane amount of hair. But the dog's name was Czar. And then after Czar...
That's a cool name.
Yes. After Czar died, then his sister got another dog, Bear. And Bear was just a big mutt, but he was cute. Probably as old as... my oldest, Micah. I have pictures of them when he was a puppy and she was a little girl.
That's cute.
You know, Kyra loved that dog, and that dog was also an inside dog. So that was just his.
That's what he knew.
And so I didn't want a cat or pets, and he got a cat. I did not want a cat. I'm like, if we're gonna get a pet, let's get a dog. I don't want a cat. We got a cat. He didn't listen. Brought a kitten home. He's like, come up here and look and see. This one likes me. I'm like, yeah, she likes you because she wants to get out of here. I'm like, I don't want a cat. What did he do? He brought the cat home, and then the kids fell in love, and he's like, well, you know, I'm just keeping it for the weekend. Your mom says we can't have the cat.
Like the whole guilt trip.
And I was like, whatever. And so we kept the cat. And then his sister.
Which is still living.
And she's old. She's probably 16.
That is really old. Cats live a long
She
life.
looks old too. Like, I can't even believe how old she is. She just looks like an old cat. I could cry. I don't even want to talk about it. Yeah. Mm-mm. And so his sister got us a puppy. She got a dog, and then somebody else had a dog, and she got us a puppy, and it was Thor, and he was so tiny that I brought him in the house in like my hoodie pouch.
So cool.
So tiny. He was so sweet. This is my little baby. And then Kingston, the pit bull.
That is your grandchild. That is your dog grandchild.
Yes, that I'm raising.
Yep.
Because his mom is no good. I hope she's watching. I was just talking trash about her last night. Yeah, so she gets this pit bull. She's got her own place, and so she gets a pit bull, which I'm like, you don't need a freaking pit bull. But she gets this thing. She babies him. She basically carries him around all the time. His face is right next to her face. She's got his whole body. And so now he's a freaking baby, a ginormous baby monster.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Yeah, he is a big boy. And
he has a really pretty color. He's like a blue. I think that's what they call that type of dog. It's like a blue color because it's like that gray silvery, and they call that like blue.
Okay.
What color do you think he is?
I think he's more of a brown color, but
is he brown?
I don't know.
I don't get close enough to him because he acts like he's going to eat my
he's
head.
A monster. He is like Timber, except for he's big and people are afraid of him.
Yeah.
Like when I just came up, Timber's barking, and he did rush at me. But he's so tiny, I'm not afraid of him.
Yeah, you could kick him.
And I could get away, right? Kingston, he does the same thing.
Yeah.
He's barking, and he's also going to, you know what I'm saying, come at you.
Uh-huh.
But the difference is he can hop up to your face.
Yeah.
So.
You know, that breed of a dog, too, when they get riled up, their body swells.
Yes. And that's why he's got so much extra skin.
Yeah, and
he does.
He's like, whoosh.
He turns into
like, who wants to be around? You're like, ow. I'll stay in my car. It's fine.
He does, actually. He's got a big boy bark. Yeah. I love him. He's a pain. He tears stuff up. He's a bully. He is a bully. He's aggravating. He aggravates the cat. He aggravates the Thor. Like, it's a whole thing with him. But I absolutely love him. He's so sweet. But he's also a monster. And I get that, you know? And so we understand that he's a monster. But I kind of like that, too, a little bit.
When you're home and someone comes to the door, it is nice to have
that
a
big
little
boy
aggression.
bark.
Yes.
He goes out to that window to see, like, what's up?
Yeah.
I love that.
The way you talk like him is so
like,
funny.
what's up?
Yeah.
Rep your city. Who you with?
Yeah.
What state your business, fam?
Yeah.
That's how I imagine him talking.
Yeah.
Little gangster,
probably
little
is.
thug. Yeah.
Well, if he knows who his actual mama is,
Yeah, he might be a little gangster.
Kyra's
thug.
a little.
Yesterday,
She'll play.
She don't.
She's a lot.
She-
Which is very funny. I feel like it's just Kyra. She's a trip.
Yeah, she's got a new job that she really likes. We won't say where she works, but
Yeah,
she's got a new job
no.
that she really likes.
Yeah.
And she had to like get certified. She had to do like gun testing.
Yeah.
And she needed a 40 out of 50 at the gun range.
Okay.
Where'd she get?
What at 50?
49.
Oh, she did.
49 out of 50.
So does that mean? What does that even mean? How do they?
I don't know. I don't know how the scoring works.
Yeah.
But in order to pass the test, she needed to get 40 out of 50.
She got 49. She was
And she
probably
got
so
40.
excited. She was like, I told you I don't play around. What did you say she calls it? Her blicky?
Her blicky.
Blicky. Is that really a name on the streets?
I think so.
Did you actually? I learned this the other day. I don't know who told me. Maybe you or Olivia when y'all were here. But Riz is short for charisma.
That was Olivia who told us that.
Yeah, Olivia's always trying to tell us something new, which is so freaking obnoxious. She's like, let me educate y'all. She's too much. So, but I heard that again on a podcast yesterday.
Riz?
Yeah, because then Kris Jenner said Riz. Oh, I'm like, they were like, yeah, well, it's like short for charisma, these 20-year-olds. And she was like, oh.
Yeah, I never heard. I didn't know that until like, and I heard the word Riz before, but.
I didn't know.
Yeah, because last year, I think it was last year, Mike and I were separated, but we dated each other.
Yeah.
So we came to the house one day and we hung out or whatever. And Kyra's like, yeah, Dad said he came over there. Mm-hmm. I'm like, why is your dad telling you about anything? She's like, yeah, he told me he took you out. Dad ain't got no Riz. I'm like, I don't even know what that means. So don't say it.
You're like, yeah, I don't know what this like. Yeah, it's funny. Like, why are the kids doing that?
And even when I Googled it, I didn't see that it said short for charisma. I probably spelled it wrong because I spelled it R-I-Z, Riz.
Yeah, how do you spell it?
I assume it's R-I-S because it's short for charisma.
I guess.
And that's how you spell charisma. I don't know. We're so old.
It's a lot. It's a whole new language. I'm uninterested. I like the language I know.
Yeah, me too.
Slay. Bet. Everybody's like
B-E-T.
Yeah.
My son. I sent a text to my son. I told him to do something. And he said, bet. And now every time I see bet, I think Alan. Every time now. Yeah.
It was very funny because, my nephew, which is Alan's nephew, of course, but he was texting him. He was like, see you in the morning. And he texted back, bet. Alan was pondering that because I was like cooking dinner. Then we sat down to eat. Like, it was just a while. And then he just he never looks at me like this. He looked at me like I was supposed to give him the answers. And he was like, Levi texted back. And he said, I was like, see you in the morning. He was like, bet. He was like, what does that mean? And I was like, bet means like, all right, see you in the morning. And the boys were like, yeah. And he was like, stop acting like you know, Amber. And I was like, it is what it means. And he was like, mm-mm. And he was like, I thought it was like black entertainment television. I was like, first of all,
That's why you know. That's why you know Alan old.
Yeah, old. I was like, why would he text bet back for that? Like, does not make any sense.
That right there, you aged yourself.
And Levi has no clue what that even is. Like, no, he was past that. It's so funny. Oh my gosh.
Now when my son says bet to me, I think of Alan every time.
You can't say it without laughing.
No, you can't.
Yeah, it's like a joke. Okay, let's talk about these appointments. Courage had an appointment the other day, and I think this happens to a lot of people. We can talk Nell or this, whichever one. They both were appointments.
They were.
And there was a flop on both parties.
Let's talk about the nails, right? So
Yeah.
I've been going to this nail tech
So dedicated.
for over a year.
Yeah.
Right? Even when I moved to Florida for that short time, I still never got my nails done by anyone else. Like, kept her in quick rotation. I would leave with an appointment for the next time. Sometimes twice a month, sometimes only once a month, but she is so like super skilled, and it's a Christian space, which I love, right?
Yeah.
So the conversation was always great. We always talked about like God and our families and all of that. And so it was always like a nice time. Well, there was an appointment that I missed, right? And this appointment I missed it for no good reason. I didn't have it in my calendar. I knew I needed to get my nails done, but I just missed it. She didn't send a reminder, which was kind of her thing before, like, oh, I'll send you a reminder the day before just to confirm. But I didn't get the reminder. It was fine. I'm not blaming her. I'm just telling you. And so I text her, and I'm like, when is my appointment? And she's like, oh, it was yesterday or whatever, however we figured it out. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. I'm no.
Okay.
I'm like, I did not know this. I'm like, that's my bad. I didn't have it in the calendar. I said, what is your fee for no call, no show?
Oh, okay.
She said, it's $45, but for you, I will do like $25. And I said, okay. Do you know how much I sent her?
Probably
I sent her
more.
$90 because
Wow.
that is the cost of getting my nails done.
Got it.
Without a tip. I know that people forget and that happens, but it also still really sucks as a small business owner. Not to mention the fact that when I was like, ooh, that's good, I'm just going to send her this $25, the Lord was like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
You're about to send her the whole amount. So I sent her the entire amount.
Yep.
And she was like, I don't understand. Like, what is this? It's only $25. I'm like, nope. The Lord said to send you the whole amount. I sent it to you. That's it. It's done.
Yeah.
Right? I missed it. That's totally my bad. So now this is another appointment, a few appointments later. So it's not like the next one. It's a few appointments later. It's December. I have an event. I haven't had my nails done in a month, and so my nails have like fall colors on them. I always got my nails like super styled. I always picked out a design. They weren't just like basic or whatever. And so I go to my appointment, and when I get there, she looks genuinely shocked to see me. And so I look at her and I said, did I not have an appointment today? She says to me, yes, but your appointment was at 10 and it's 10:30. I'm like, well, I have it in my calendar. And I pulled my phone up and I'm like, I have it in my calendar as 10:30. So can you like not see me or like what? She's like, when you didn't come, I reached out to you. Now she says she reached out to me, but she reached out to me on Instagram and I live 30 minutes. So I am not on my phone. First of all, I don't get notifications anyway, but I don't get notifications. I've sent her money via Zelle. You could have called me. You can also call through Instagram.
Yeah.
Not a call, right? And so I'm like, okay, well, I'm here. She's like, well, I called another client to come, and so now she's coming. And I was like, what?
How long are your appointments normally?
2 hours.
Yeah, I just think it's only been 30 minutes. I would have I still feel some type of way. When you're telling that, I just continue, but I think it was done wrong. I think she did wrong.
I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, I called someone else to come when you didn't respond. I'm like, okay, so now what are we going to do? Because it's clear that there was a mix-up, right? You have 10, I have 10:30. It's clear that there was a mix-up because I'm here. And I've never pretended like I didn't know what time my appointment was. I've not been late. That's just not been a thing. I know I missed that last one, but I paid for the full nails.
Yeah.
Okay? So I'm not really the type of client that's going to be like nickel and diming you or none of that.
Right.
And I'm long-term client. And so you called another client, so now she's on her way. Can you not call her back? Because I have an event in 2 days. I'm like, well, do you have anything before my birthday is this month, Christmas is this month? She's got nothing until the new year. So I'm messaging her back and forth. I'm like, I've never pretended with you. Like, so I'm saying that for me, right? I've never pretended like I didn't know or was late and was trying to run game on her or finesse her.
Right.
I'm like, so I don't understand it. And I just think that you could have called her back because I was standing at your porch.
Right.
I was standing on your porch.
Yeah, that woman wasn't in her
and
chair.
she did not have an appointment. So you just got like you got to bump up. And it's unfortunate, but my client is here. And you could have said I'm so sorry, my client's here. There was a mix up. So I'm not going to be able to get you.
If your appointment's 2 hours.
Yes.
And she called someone to come when you were at 10.
Yes.
Does this woman get a full set? Does she get a manicure?
I don't know.
Like, what the heck is she getting done? Because she's still going to run over.
Yeah, for the next one. So I could have been...
yeah, it's weird.
I don't know. And so we kind of messaged... She was like, she didn't know what to do. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to say it's fine because it's not fine. I'm actually extremely upset.
Yep.
But I'm not going to let it ruin my day. And I hope that it does not ruin yours.
Right.
So that's it. So December comes and goes. Now it's the new year. I'm like, okay, I'm ready to get my nails done. And I'm messaging her, which is how we've always done it.
You reached back out.
Yeah, I'm messaging her via Instagram, which is how we've always done it, to see like when I can get an appointment. Do you have anything this week? She said she didn't have anything, and we're just kind of back and forth. But it was a very slow response time.
So
slow that I finally said, it seems to me like you no longer want me as a client. And I'm telling you, like, I think my feelings were actually hurt.
100%. Mine would be.
I'm going to tell you why. I think my feelings were actually hurt. It's not because I feel like I deserve a discount or anything like that. I just feel like I've been a great customer. I've been a great client. Even when I had a faux pas, I paid the full amount. I'm always kind. I'm always polite. The conversation's always good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like you tossed me out as a client. Are we serious right now?
Yeah.
This is crazy to me.
Yep.
There was no like yelling. There was no cursing. There was no aggression. I could see that she was shocked. I was shocked and upset.
Right.
I didn't yell at her. I got back in my car.
Yeah. And just
now I did pull over on 85 to message her back. Right? Like, I just need you to know, I cannot believe I am leaving right now with no one to, like, I got to get your nails soaked off if somebody else is going to do them.
Right.
So I just kept those nails, until I could get them soaked off for my event. I just had them for the event. It was fine. But I couldn't believe that it was like, and she didn't respond. Never have we had a problem with responding. She didn't respond. I'm like, okay, well, I'm done.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you right now, that was in January. This is May. And as you guys can see, I'm still not over. Like, I'm so sad. But that really speaks to the quality of her work. And this is the whole thing. Outside of that little thing, that was something I felt like, that's forgiven. Yes, it's a business. Yes, it's problematic. But I don't think it was intentional on her part. I could see that she was honestly surprised. It was just a mix-up. I was pissed that my nails weren't going to be done for my event that I was hosting. But it was fine. It wasn't enough for me to say, I never want to get my nails done by her again. I was so shocked that she was turning me away that I literally just got into my car.
Yeah, you're like,
I was
what do you
shocked.
do?
You were pissed when I tell you, like, what? How did you? I'm like, girl, I'm trying to calm down. Just let's everybody be calm. I could not believe that exchange was enough for her to be like, I never want your business again. That right there, I took that personal. I actually took it personal.
No, 100% is personal. However, she meant it, but I can see that.
Yeah, I took it personal.
But I think...
I don't now, for the record. It's fine.
Just upset you.
It just did upset me.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm upset about now, I'm not even upset about what happened. I'm mad that my nails look like this. That's what I'm upset about.
You're back to regular.
Now I'm back to, like, this is so insane.
So you judging me?
That's why I said I know. I realize what a hypocrite I am.
Well, my feedback on that is not everyone has great customer service. She obviously is very skilled. She did a great job.
Is insane.
Yeah, and you found her on Instagram.
The experience is insane. Yeah, I found her on Instagram. The experience is insane.
Yeah.
Just the whole thing. When I tell you, it's like when people don't get over somebody that broke up with them. And it's like, yes, I know they dumped me, but all the good times. That's how I feel right now. If she is watching this and you know I'm talking about you, you can reach out to me and I will come back.
Oh my! She's like, I love you. Yeah, you're in an abusive relationship. Toxic.
That's a little bit. I feel like it's a little toxic, but it's okay. I'll take it. I will take it. It's hard to find.
You know what? Actually,
it's hard to find somebody that's really good. Yeah, drop a nail. One, let me just tell you what the requirements are.
Yeah, because it's high.
They have to be skilled and they have to love doing design.
Yeah.
Right? They have to be skilled and actually enjoy doing design, right? They have to last. That was the thing I loved about her nails.
They never came off.
They never came. I never had the entire year. I had one chipped nail one time and I chipped it cleaning. I don't really believe in cleaning like that, but I had to. So I chipped a nail. I was cleaning so good. But they lasted for so long. I could keep those nails on for 4 weeks. She did a Russian, I think it's called a Russian manicure, which is a dry manicure. So skilled. That's what I need. Someone who actually loves
because not everybody does.
Loves doing the design because I'm a design girl now and I wasn't before. And it's going to stay on without any lifting at all for 4 weeks.
Yep.
That's what because I don't want to come that often if I'm honest, but I want to come once a month. That's really what I like to do.
Yeah.
That is what I am
Well,
looking
when you
for.
get a design like that, if you change it every 2 weeks, you're like, what the heck is the point?
Yeah,
like, this is crazy.
I needed to last a month.
Your nails grow fast, but they don't grow so bad. When your nails don't lift and chip and all this stuff, they still look
so good.
Great.
I choose my designs according to my grow out, right? And there was a type of acrylic that she used. The color, I think the color is meant for people of color because it wasn't yeah, I'm not saying that's a thing, but I'm saying it might be a thing.
I never have heard
you
that.
never even considered it, right?
Think...
Because look at my nail bed is naturally darker than yours, right?
Wow. Yeah, because you can see the growth on mine.
Yeah, my nail bed is naturally darker than yours, right? It's not so
interesting
pink. Hers was a pinkish color, but it was very complementary
like
to
skin tone.
Yes, it was very complementary to my, my fingers and my finger color or whatever. Yeah, and I only noticed that afterwards. Like it's something I noticed. I'm like, oh, I've seen other people that have their nails done, and I'm like, oh, that's very pale, and it just wasn't. So it looked very natural. Yeah.
Definitely intentional. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's cool. It just sucks when things like happen like that and you have a fallout. But when you own a company, a small business, large business, whatever, business is business. And maybe that was one of her things. She's like, if this happens, I can maybe I have to move forward. Maybe that's just
maybe that's her thing. And it's like, oh, if you've missed 2 appointments, no matter the reason, you're done. I can see if that's your thing, but I always feel like relationship overrules.
I can't.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I think relationship overrules all the time. How long have you been coming to me? How did you respond the last time? What was it? Right? It's just becoming a pattern. That kind of thing. So even if your rule is 2 strikes and you're out, even if that's your rule, I'm the type of person. I feel like relationship.
Yes.
My relation, does my
you are consistently
longevity,
here.
Yes.
You are a great client. You show up. You take responsibility. All this stuff. You don't give me a hard time. All of that. You've got.
And the last one was not a no call. It was, and I wasn't.
It was a 30-minute window.
I understand that I was late according to her calendar, but we are standing in the room together when I booked the, call. This is the other thing too, right? I didn't know we were going to get into this, but that's the other thing too. This is what makes it difficult. It adds to the problems when you don't have a really good system as a small business owner, right? So because her system was a back and forth and we're both going to enter it into our own, calendar, that kind of allowed space for, for me to put it in the wrong time. She says, I sent you a calendar link and you confirmed it. I'm like, you sent that calendar link while I was sitting in there with you and I did confirm it. I'm like, but I have no idea where it went. We were sitting right there together, but it didn't go to it didn't go to my calendar. Yeah, it didn't go to my calendar, so I don't know where it is. But if I had a system where I had to sign up and there was an automated, here's your appointment, right? Then that just kind of cuts down on as much as possible. It's what my therapist has, right?
Yeah.
makes it seem like I miss appointments if we're going to talk about my therapist too.
Yeah, I just think that appointment, I think, was...
It was a rescheduled... I had an appointment with my therapist at 7 a.m. When I got on the call, she said we couldn't do it. We needed to reschedule it.
Because you're driving.
Because I was driving. I was driving alone.
That's her rule.
That's her... But I didn't know that, which is fine. So we rescheduled it for 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
I drove back from Florida. I took a nap at 12 o'clock. I didn't wake up till 3:21.
Yep.
On the day of my appointment, that morning, I'm charged.
Yes.
Right? $150.
Yeah.
I'm charged. And so I made no complaint. I had nothing to say. I texted her and said I overslept. I literally just woke up. I'm so sorry. And that's it. And then we moved on.
Yeah.
And my next appointment, I paid for.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's just... I respect this is the policy.
Yeah.
I'm not arguing with you. I'm not going to argue with you about your policy. I'm either going to do business with you or I'm not.
Yeah.
And if I am, and this is on me and this is the policy, what is the policy? That's it.
I just think more people have to do that.
Yeah.
When you do have a small business, sometimes we get in a space of like we're desperate for the business and we're like, oh my gosh, I don't want to lose any money. I don't want to make anybody mad. Maybe they won't stop or maybe they will stop coming to me or whatever. But it is what it is. Like, Alan says this a lot, not me, but he's like, business is business. It is not personal at all. This is just what it is.
Yes.
And so when it happened, I was like, you know what? I really admire that about her. Like, I was like, she has a lot of balls.
And I wasn't mad. I did not feel, I knew
she wasn't mad either.
No, there was, and that's the thing with a policy.
She's like, now Miss Courage.
Now Miss Courage.
By the way, we're not sharing her information because if I start going back to her, I don't want to be like, ooh, I'm all booked up. I can't get you in.
Exactly.
She's good.
Now, Miss Courage, could you kindly get on such and such? I'm like, sure, I sure can. But that's what I think is great about having a policy that is communicated. I think that's the other thing too. You can have a policy, but if it's not communicated, that's kind of problematic. But if you have a policy that is communicated, people can decide to do business with you or not. If your skills are great, then it's going to be like, it is what it is, right? If my nail technician had said to me, just so you know, you missed this appointment. I know you paid for it, but if you miss another one,
then you're out.
Then you're out.
Ooh.
And then when I came to the appointment and it was a mix-up and she said, you know what? It doesn't matter to me that it's a mix-up. I have it in my system. Your calendar, your problem. This is your second one. We can no longer do business.
You could have swallowed it and walked away.
I would have been like, what is happening? But I just would have gotten in my car and I would have been done because that is the policy.
Yeah.
I'm not arguing with you about your policy. But it felt like I got a little bit ghosted. It felt like I kind of got dumped, right?
Bad relationship.
Because that's what it felt like. Because there wasn't any communication about, well, this is just my policy. Or I've decided I no longer want to have you as a client because of the way that you...
I can take that better.
Yes.
Give me something.
Never responded to date.
Did she stop following you or anything?
No.
Oh.
But I unfollowed her.
Yeah, I would too. I would be mad if I saw somebody else's
nails.
And
that's exactly what was happening.
You're like, don't show me.
I want her to be successful. I want her business to grow. I want all of that. I don't want to see it on my timeline though, okay? Unfollow so fast. I didn't unfollow her right away, but like after a while I realized like every time I see this, like I am sad. I'm not even mad, like I could cry every time. Like, oh my gosh, I used to have good nails. Now look at me. And my nails are such a big deal because I'm so casual. And so last year I decided I just kind of want to upgrade my look a little bit.
Yeah.
I ain't going to really change. Y'all can't see.
Oh, they're so cute.
I got on sneakers and jeans. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is really how I like to dress. Yeah. But so that people know I'm a professional and I'm an adult. I try to like accessorize, do my little hair a little bit, thanks. And have my nails done. Now I'm out here looking like...
Do you care about yourself?
Do you love yourself?
Yeah, that's always what you say. Do you love yourself? Do you need a hug?
I'm out here looking like I need a hug. We went to a coffee shop.
Mm-hmm. Oh, when you and Jairus just went?
Yes.
She looks so cute in her green.
And she did, some content. And she got content of me writing. I could actually see that I need a manicure.
What's wrong with your nails right now?
It wasn't my nail. It's like, the cuticle kind of comes up. I saw like a little chunk and dry cuticle sticking up.
That's how good her camera is. She needs to not have a great quality camera on your nails. That's too close.
That made me sad a little bit.
Well, I think you can find someone else when you're ready for that, but yeah, it's
I
a lot.
found her, yes, on Instagram, but I didn't do an Instagram search. Someone that I follow, that I respect, she gets her nails done there.
Still?
And yes, as far as I know. And she posted the nails and tagged her.
Got it.
That's why I trusted it, because
yeah, you can't.
my environment is important, and it's just a certain experience I want to have, and you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's a certain experience I want to have. My nails aren't going to be all blinged out or anything like that, but I just want a certain atmosphere.
Yeah,
and so you can look at all these nails, but the atmosphere don't be atmosphere. So
yeah.
It's
a lot.
I'm looking for a Christian nail tech. Or
nail artist,
or just like a wholesome environment. You don't actually have to be Christian. I just don't want certain things. Like I don't want to smell weed when I come. I don't want to, hear certain types of rap music. Like some of this rap music is crazy. I ain't mad at rap, but some of it is it's too much, and I don't want to hear it while I'm getting my nails done for 2 hours. That's all. So if you know someone, or if it's you, then just drop your handle, and I'll check you out.
Yep. All the surrounding parts of Charlotte.
Yeah.
Would be fabulous.
Yep, because I'll drive if I have to.
Yeah.
If you're in Salisbury, I'll come.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if there is somebody, news to me. I'm going to drop my handle. I'll do it.
She's always trying to do my nails.
I'm like, let me do your nails. I'm not doing art, but I can do some
And see, like your nails can be that way because you're a fancy person.
Yeah, I don't want a lot on my hands.
I know, but you're fancy. You are a fancy person, so your nails can be basic.
Yeah.
But you, as a person, you're very fancy. Your hair is going to be fancy. Your you just got a lot going on. So your nails can be basic. I'm basic.
But you're very stylish.
But I'm basic. I'm not putting myself
You say
down.
that, but you're
very
really
basic.
not basic.
So my nails cannot be.
You think because you wear jeans and T-shirts, you say basic?
I think the way I wear jeans
it's a style.
I think the way that I wear jeans and T-shirts, I'm basic.
But you're not basic.
Not a person.
No, because there's a difference. Some people are basic with jeans and T-shirts. Like when I wear jeans and T-shirts, I look basic. Dude. I just look like a regular smegular girl in the street.
I look like a
stand out. No,
schmegular.
You stand out. Mm-mm.
Well, that's so kind of you.
Yeah, you're very stylish.
Well,
you take pride in the type of jeans, the wear of jeans, the style of jeans. The T-shirts have to be a certain style, a cut. They have to have something on. Like it's a...
Yeah, it's a thing now because that's what I wear. But yeah, it's definitely a thing.
Yeah.
But I just feel like if you're in this entrepreneurial space, that you gotta have your nails gotta be.
When I look back at the video I posted, I was
that my skin looks so good.
And now I was just looking at our outfits.
Now, my outfit is so sad. The one from the studio.
Yeah, I'm like, why?
Oh my goodness.
Why are you wearing this?
Because I'm coming to the studio. You know what? I ask myself every time I see the video, what kind of shoes are these?
Yeah, you've stepped it up.
Well, they're just gray shoes. So this shirt right here, that shirt, it had I think it had like a blue trim.
But like even those jeans, I love those.
Yeah, those are my favorite jeans. Yeah. They're gone now. I should have purchased multiple pairs.
I've watched this 15 times, and I watch each of us and our facial expressions. First of all, we are too much. It's so funny. I just love it. And your mom was like, y'all are just so good together.
Yes.
I love it. So cute.
Yeah, this is why I changed my style up, because I embraced it. Like I just embraced it maybe last year, I feel like.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, this is just who I am. This is actually what I love. I tried a lot of new stuff while I was in my own apartment, because it was like my first time living alone. It's my first time being separated from my husband in all this time, And so I'm like, maybe there are some decisions that I made because we got married really young that maybe I just want to change my mind about or whatever. And so I tried different colors and different styles and all kinds of different stuff. And it turns out I like to get up early in the morning.
Yeah.
That's what I like. Since this is my preferred style, I've decided, well, you can style it. If you really like jeans and a T-shirt, you can just do a little more styling than you've done in the past. Mm-hmm. Okay, what about my sneakers? And I love my sneakers. Like, okay, let's be serious about the sneakers and those things. So I think that's why I look better. And I look at my skin, my face on that video. Oh, wow, I looked so rough. It's very sad.
Well, it was very cool to see. I loved it.
That face looked
It was so cute.
sad.
We were adorable. Oh, just little tiny little kids. Not really. It was only a few years ago, but it was so fun. All right. Well, this has been a really great episode.
Has it?
Yeah, I think so. I think next time would be really cool because you brought up twice that you were separated.
I do want to talk about maybe.
Yeah, we can do it in another episode, but
Oh my gosh.
maybe we'll see if we want to go there. But I just think people are going to be like, huh? I mean, your community knows,
Yes.
but I just think
people don't
the
know.
5 people that are tuning in
They may not
today,
know.
they may not know, and
Yeah.
very curious. They are still happily married. They are still together.
Yes.
Marriages just go through things. So,
Yeah.
it is maybe a conversation Courage might want to have later. Maybe we can talk about like. If y'all would submit questions
That could be helpful.
or stories, that would be great. Because
Yeah.
I talked about this with Alan's recording yesterday. I'm so annoyed by when I say things on my stories. My community's all in. They'll say all the things. As soon as I ask a question about the podcast, and I'm like, any assumptions, any questions, any like dating stories,
it's a ghost town.
silence. And I don't check out who pays attention to my stories until that. And I'm like, oh, interesting.
So you looked. I gotta say, I do have a little bit of attitude when I have something posted where I'm looking for you to respond.
But you commented
and I
on
saw
something
you
else.
look. I saw you saw this. I see you seeing this, and you couldn't you push your little finger to say yes or no to the poll. Come
so
on.
aggravating. So if y'all want an episode like that and you want to hear Courage's story, maybe we can just talk about that. We were both, Courage was married very young. I got married a little bit older than she did. I was like 22. You were 18
I was 201. I was 20.
when you were legally married.
Yeah, when I got married, I don't know what you mean legally married.
Well, y'all were like married.
we
like,
weren't.
y'all
We
were,
weren't married.
No, like y'all been together. Okay, this is why you always say, you say child bride, but you say it's because y'all been dating
Yes,
forever.
we've been dating for a long time.
We also were dating for a long
Yes.
time, since I was 18.
We started dating when I was like
A child.
14,
Yeah.
15. Yeah.
So we didn't, I mean, I did date. I think everybody's very shocked by that. They're like, you dated? Yeah, I went on dates. I had a couple little boyfriends, nothing serious, just something small. But then Alan was like my official, like real, and yeah, maybe we can talk about marriage and stories.
Let's do it. Next episode.
We'll do that.
Yep.
Okay, cool. But submit freaking thing. Like if we ask you a question, you have to follow on
Just
IG.
answer. Like, what are y'all doing?
It's very annoying because
It's
I
annoying.
want to read y'all's funny freaking stories. I think it's great. And they can be anonymous.
And we're not going to tell people. We're not going to screenshot. Hello.
Yeah, and I don't have to say, I'm not going to say blank blank sent in. Like,
Dana McNeil sends
Send
in
it-
her most embarrassing dating story.
unless you are fine with us telling your name.
Unless you say use my name. And then
Yeah,
we'll give you a
and then
shout
we'll
out.
use your name.
Here come this kid.
We can
Y'all
put your
close
handle
this.
on too. Maybe you want your handle out there. Maybe you want 5 new
Ma'am,
followers.
I think you need to close this. It's a lot happening.
Macy's doing too much.
It's a lot.
Well, this has been great. See y'all next time.
Goodbye.